Now in the topic of area and perimeter of plane figures, let's take a look at checkpoint 12.2 part A. Now they're asking you to find the area of the parallelogram in the following figures. Okay, so parallelogram, as we know it, it is technically the other conversion of just a rectangle, right? So all you need to do is to technically just find the length times breadth, because it all applies the same way. So for example, let's say I have a perimeter. Okay, let's say this is the triangle that gives it the rectangle figure. So you do notice, okay, when I look at the highlighted version, it's actually a rectangle, right? So I am technically just bringing this triangle to this other side to give me a rectangle. So the area of parallelogram is actually defined as the area of rectangle, right? So area of parallelogram would be 6 multiplied by 25.5 over here, which will eventually give you 153. Okay, there's no units given, so you can just forget about the units. Let's look at part B. Okay, part B tells you this is actually a figure of what? Okay, recognize that this is actually a trapezium. Okay, and this is a triangle. Can you see? Okay, so always remember, okay, the rule of thumb is to identify where are the parallel lines in a trapezium. So this is your parallel line, correct? Okay, so once you're done, okay, let's take a look. They're asking for the shaded region, which means you must find the area of trapezium, which is half times the two parallel lines length add up together multiplied by the height. Okay, so this will give you a 216 cm square, okay, technically, because there's no unit, so it's okay. Okay, then you look at the triangle, so you have the area of triangle, and this is obviously just half times base times height, which is half times, alright, half times 18 times 8. Where do you get 8? Okay, here. This will be 8. Can see? So therefore your answer is 144. So what do you need to do? You actually need to just minus them off, correct? Because what they're asking for the shaded region. Okay? Sorry, the following parallel. Yeah, correct. The following parallelograms, which means the shaded region here. So therefore, you say area of the parallelogram. Actually, this shouldn't be parallelogram. Okay, let's change this. This one should be area of shaded region. Okay, shaded region. Okay, so you should have area of shaded region, which would be 216 minus away. Sorry, this one should be 172. Okay, minus away 72 to give you a final answer of 144 cm square. Yeah, then this makes sense. Okay, so once you're done, let's take a look at part C. Okay, in the diagram, AB is 5 cm, AC is 12 cm, CD is 4 cm. Find the area of this triangle. Now, this is what we call the non-right angle triangle. Okay, when you have a non-right angle triangle like that, notice that the height will differ, although the height will be the same, so common height. Okay, what matters, or rather what changes, is the base. So let's say, for example, if I occupy everything, okay, a normal right angle triangle will be, this is Z, will be half times base, which is length, times height. Am I right? But if I have an irregular one, that means it's not a right angle triangle. I'll do the same thing. It's just that I have half times height times Z, because I'm only occupying this base. Okay, so please learn how to apply in this context. So part A, you have area ABC, right? So it will be half multiplied by the common height multiplied by 5. So this one should give you a 10 cm square. Okay, remember this one there is units, so please apply your units. And part B, perpendicular distance from B to AC. So you are looking at this one. Okay, so therefore, if you look at it in general context, you should have, perpendicular distance should look like that. This one, correct? So since you have the area of triangle ABC, so area of triangle ABC, okay, if you turn this diagram around, it actually just looks like that. Okay, this is B, this is A, and this is C. Then this is your 5 cm, and this is your 12 cm. Can see? Okay, sorry, this is 12 cm here. Okay, so what you're actually looking at is basically just the height. Am I right? So area, again, area of triangle ABC. It's just telling you to find area in two different kinds of formula. Alright, it's half times base times height, right? Which means it's half times base times height here. Therefore, you apply. So you apply the area of triangle ABC equals to 10. okay, of which 10 equals to half times 12 times h, which means it's 6h and 12. So therefore, h is 1/2 cm. Okay, can? Alright, in the chapter of area and perimeter of plane figures, okay, we are actually using this particular question, okay, where you are involving a trapezium as well as a quadrant of a circle to find the area and perimeter. Okay, so let's say that all of these units are in cm. Alright, okay, now what is the first thing that you're actually looking out for? Number one, identify that this is, okay, a trapezium. Okay, what you're looking out for is the area of the shaded region, correct? So it is a trapezium minus away the quadrant. Now what's a quadrant? Okay, learn how to see that this is actually a circle that is being cut into four different parts. So this is the quadrant. Okay, so step number one, find out what is the area of a trapezium. So area of a trapezium, you will have half times the parallel lines. Okay, so what is the parallel lines? Please learn how to identify which lines are parallel, because the ones that are in the height version, they are not parallel. So you use 5.8 plus 4.5 multiplied by 2.1. 2.1 is the height. Okay, now then press into your calculator, you should be getting times 2.1, you should be getting a number of 10.815 cm square. Okay, so in this question, okay, they're actually asking for the shaded area, right? So you will actually have to find the area of your circle. So this is your trapezium. Okay, you have to find the area of the circle and then you divide them into 4. So pi, what is the r? The r is 2.1. Okay, you take 2.1 squared, pi r squared, that is the area of a circle. You will multiply it by 1/4, which is equivalent to division of 5. Okay, so what is a tip, okay, that most students can actually take note of is to always leave your answer in terms of pi first. Why? Because pi is a lot of numbers, right? And it's very common for all of you to make careless mistake. Okay, so you will leave this as pi. So what will I do? I will take area of a trapezium. Alright, so I'll take area of a trapezium minus of the area of the quadrant. Okay, then I will find my final answer. So I have 10.85 minus 1.1025 pi. Okay, what will I get as my final answer? Now then you key in the actual value of pi in your calculator. Okay, unless otherwise stated, so 38639. So please take note, okay, always leave your answer as 3SF unless otherwise stated. Okay, and indicate that you have actually used 3SF. So what is the common mistake students will make here? You automatically go and identify pi as 3.147 or 22/7. No. Okay, this only occurs if you are given the approximation. If not, always use your calculator pi. Okay, now next part of the question, they're actually asking you to solve for the perimeter. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Alright, perimeter, actually quite simple again. You just need to plug in the formula. So again, perimeter of your trapezium. Alright, you would have, or rather you don't even need perimeter of trapezium. You just need to find the area, okay, the perimeter of AE plus AB plus AC plus CE. Okay, this will be the perimeter of the shaded area. Now you have AE 5.8, you have AB which is 2.5. Okay, you want BC, okay, sorry, not AC, BC, okay, which is unknown, and you want CE. Okay, so let's see, how do we actually find BC? Now observe that BD is actually 4.5. Okay, now always remember, at a point center, all radius is equal in a circle. So if this is 2.1, what does this mean? This is also 2.1. So therefore, you know that BC equals to 4.5 minus away 2.1. Okay, now what is CE? CE is just 1/4 of the circumference of the circle. So what does this mean? It means that it is 1/4 of 2 pi r. Okay, so therefore, again, leave your answer in pi, in terms of pi. You will have your answer as 1.05 pi. Okay, so press this in your calculator. You should get 5.8 plus 2.5 plus 4.5 minus away 2.1. You should be getting 2.4 plus 1.05 pi. Now work it out. Alright, you should have 5.8 plus 2.5 plus 2.4 plus 1.05 pi. You should be getting an answer as 13.99867, which would give you a 3SF again. Okay, so you see, note this. 3SF is 99, right? So what will your 3SF be? 14.0. Okay, now, note, this is not the end. Okay, now, give this answer as 3SF. What is the common mistake students will give? Okay, you will either write this as 13.99 or, okay, you'll write this as 14. Wrong, If they're asking for 3SF, or in this case, they don't ask for anything, you are supposed to give it under 3SF, always indicate 14.0. This is then the correct answer. Okay, so please take note of these type of questions.